Hebrew sister, praying daily, meditating on the scriptures. Hebrew sister,
Princess warriors of the Most High.
I'm gonna uplift my sister. I'm gonna uplift my sister.
Shalom, sisters. HALAL, YAHAWASHI. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High for another day, and all praises to the Most High for allowing me to have this beautiful topic on my spirit. And the Most High just put on my spirit as I was leaving from my personal training this morning, and He had just had me think about, like, what am I feeding my spirit? Am I feeding my spirit good things? Am I feeding my spirit things that could be or actually have a negative impact on me? And I think this is all coming from last night. We had a sisters call, which was really beautiful, which went over etiquette for social media, feast days, the workplace, all different type of sister etiquette. And also in the book that I'm reading, which is the 40-day sugar fast, for day 18 and day 19, it talked about stumbling blocks, and it also talked about having a sober mind. So that had me thinking, like, what am I feeding my spirit? The things that I should be feeding my spirit, it should have a positive impact on me. And anything that is having a negative impact or causing me to stumble, those are the things that I need to, cast away. So I was thinking, like, well, maybe sisters can benefit from this as well, just to kind of self-reflect and just think about, what are those things that might be stumbling blocks unto me, because some things that we feel like we can't do without or go without, that could be considered, you putting things before the Most High. If you feel like, oh, well, I have to watch TV, or I have to have a glass of wine before I do X, Y, and Z, or I have to make sure that I get on social media, or you wake up, you just get right on your phone, get right on social media. You haven't even prayed, you haven't even thank the Most High for waking you up, or thank the Most High for another day. What else? Even communication, like, what are the conversations that you're having? Is your communication upright, or are you gossiping? Are you talking about things that don't even concern you? So these are all the things that I started thinking about as the Most High put it in my mind, like, what am I feeding my spirit? And for me, lately, I've been make sure I listen to gospel music in the morning. And I feel like, you kind of got to tread lightly, but I still feel like it's a form of praise and worship for, the Most High, and what my spirit resonate with, that I feel like, is music that is really beautiful, and praising the Most High and thanking Him. That's the music that I want to listen to, because it even boils down to music as well. Are you listening to the trap music, the twerking music, and do it make you want to start going, doing stuff that as an Israelite woman, you shouldn't be doing, putting a certain type of spirit on you, you know what I mean? So we got to be careful, and we got to self-examine. And I'm not saying don't listen to your 90s R&B, don't listen to, you just want to have a just balance, and you just want to make sure that, everything that you're doing is well pleasing unto the Most High. You want to make sure that we being blameless in this thing. And of course, I got a few precepts to go with it, so sisters can, have some precepts to also go with what I'm saying. So the first precept that I had was, let me see, Matthew chapter 5 and verse 29. Actually, let me start with Proverbs 11 and 1. Yeah. Because Oh, it's right here too. I'm flipping. Okay. Proverbs chapter 11:1. It says, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. So, like I was saying, you want to have a just balance in everything that you do. You know, you don't want to be going too far, you know, and now you off balance because the things that you're putting in your spirit is making you start going off. You're on social media too much. Now you becoming slothful. You're not getting things done around the house like you're supposed to. You're not, things aren't getting done on time. You know, one task that you had on your list, now it's starting to go into another day, and something that you could have got done easily. And these are things that even I have to self-reflect on. So, and make sure that, you know, I could do a better job at getting them done. Now I'm gonna go to Matthew chapter 5 and verse 29. And this precept was in the 40 days of the sugar fast, and that was for day 18. So, and that would be on page 105 if you have the book. But we're gonna go to Matthew chapter 5 and verse, oh, that's why, 29. It says, Matthew chapter 5 and verse 29, and if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. And if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. So, you know, those things that are causing us to have stumbling blocks, or those things that, you know, we may be doing that we, you know, kind of need to stray from, these are the things that we need to cast off. Listen, if you need a break for social media, you need to do that. If you find yourself being on there hours and hours at a time, then listen, and you ain't even read today, that's a problem. You know, if you find yourself on the phone, you've been on the phone all day long, y'all talking, you ain't even bring out a precept. Listen, sis, I'm gonna have to call you back. I gotta go read. I gotta go feed my spirit. What are you feeding your spirit? What are you putting into you to make you better than you were yesterday? We are supposed to be striving to be better servants unto the Most High each and every day, and whatever we can self-examine on to fix, those are the things that we need to do. And I feel like, you know, those are the things that you need to make haste. You know, you don't want to give Satan a little bit of room to kind of, you know, just slide in, or just, you know, just creep in unawares. So we have to kind of be sober-minded, and that goes into the precept that that was in the book for day 19, and that is page 109. If you have, again, if you have this book, it's on page 109, and that's 1 Peter 5 and 8. Daggone pages be sticking together, child. Oh my goodness. I really can't get it open. Okay, this is 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Listen, Satan don't fight fair. Satan know your weaknesses. Satan know what make you go off. He make you know what's Salakia. He knows what's gonna distract you. He's just waiting. He's waiting to find the prime time that he can just be like, ooh, oh, she been on the phone. Let me just make sure they be on the phone a little bit longer. Let me make sure they start talking about something crazy. Let me make sure she don't read for the day. Let me make sure she don't get her stuff done in the household she's supposed to get done. Oh, you know, you can read a little bit later. You tired. Go ahead, take that nap, sis. You know, like, no, we have to strive to do better and be better. We have to recognize those things. We have to use our discernment and be wise in the signs and the times. Like, okay, listen, I've been on here long enough. I've been on social media long enough. I've been on the phone long enough. I've been, you know, sleeping long enough. I've been whatever it's causing you. I've been watching TV long enough. I didn't drink enough wine, whatever it is. You know, I need to go ahead and do what I'm supposed to be doing. So, and in the book, also, when it talks about having a sober mind, it speaks on these things as being stumbling blocks. It says, but if we can't give something up, sin may still be our master. And that brings me to Exodus chapter 20 and verse 3, because now these things are becoming your idols. These things are becoming being put before the Most High, which it shouldn't be that way. So Exodus chapter 20 and verse 3, it says, thou shalt have no other gods before me. And we might think it's small, we might think it's strange, we might be like, well, I'm only, but you know, you never know what offends the Most High. He doesn't think the same way that we think. You know, his ways are not our ways. And, you know, it could be the small things, you know, that actually have him kindle his anger towards you. And those are the things you have to be like, you know what, I gotta pray on this. Lord, if there's any offenses that I have, you know, reveal them unto me. Let me know what they are. And, you know, I apologize. We have to humble ourselves in the sight of the Lord and seek those things well pleasing unto him. Which takes me to Sirach chapter 2. This is Sirach chapter 2, and I'm going to start at 15. It says, they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word. They that love him will keep his ways. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him. And they that love him shall be filled with the law. In verse 17, they that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight. So we got to seek those things well pleasing unto the Most High. And if there's anything that we're feeding our spirit that is causing us to have a negative impact, that's causing us to, you know, go off or have those things before the Most High, we have to cast those things away. Con. I think that's all I really had, sisters. Just be mindful that oh, let me talk about this real quick. It says in the book, this is page 110. It says the quickest way to recognize an idol in your life is notice your response when it is taken away. If it trips you up, you likely stumble upon a stumbling block. And it gives us the precept of Matthew chapter 19 and verse 26. I really like this 40-day book, like, because it taps into it. This is like literally having a just balance. Let me see. 19 and 26. Matthew 19 and 26. It says, but YAHAWASHI led Salakia, 19 and 26. It says, but Yahawashi beheld them and said unto them, with men this is impossible, but with Yahawah all things are possible. So we can't be faint in believing that, you know, if you're struggling with something, that the Most High, He knows what you need. You have to humble yourself. You have to pray about it. You have to, you know, go unto Him for all things that you need. Like it talked about in Sirach when I just read those, well, Ecclesiasticus, for sisters that don't know that Sirach is also called Ecclesiasticus. And that's in the Apocrypha. Cant. And certain things, like it says in the book, it says nothing heightens our physical and spiritual alertness like fasting. And even if it's not, you know, a biblical fast, you know, the dry fasting, even if it's not the biblical dry fasting, you know, it could just be you taking a break from certain things that, you know, like I said, social media, TV, you know, being on the phone, wine, whatever the Most High is putting in your spirit for you to do. Be obedient. You can do it. Keep self-reflecting. Lord willing, sisters, keep enduring. And Lord willing, y'all have a beautiful, beautiful prep day through the spirit. All praises to the Most High. But I love sisters. Lord willing, this is helpful. Lord willing, you can self-examine, use these precepts, and I'll see y'all next time. The water for all the new sisters that have subscribed to the page. Share and continue using these precepts for exhortation through the spirit, because like I said in the beginning, I go through these things, but I know other sisters can benefit from it. So continuously strive to be a light in this dark, wicked world. I love y'all. Shalom.